Pastor Travis Greene's near-death experiences are some of the most extraordinary and defining moments of his life, profoundly shaping his faith and his journey in gospel music. His survival story begins with his birth. Greene was born without a heartbeat, and doctors initially declared him stillborn. His skin had turned purple, indicating a lack of oxygen, and medical staff believed there was no hope. However, Greene's mother refused to give up, turning to prayer. Miraculously, after relentless prayers, her son's heart started beating. This incredible moment of revival became a powerful testimony of faith for Greene's family and a foundation for his own spiritual beliefs. At the age of 4, Greene faced another brush with death. While living in Germany, he accidentally fell out of a 4-story window. Once again, medical professionals on the scene pronounced him dead. His body was covered, and the situation seemed hopeless. But his mother arrived and prayed fervently over his lifeless body. After calling out the name of Jesus 3 times, Travis Greene was miraculously revived. Even more remarkable is the memory Greene has of the event. He recalls vividly that before hitting the ground, a man with a big hand caught him. Greene says the man asked him if he wanted to go with his mother, to which Greene replied affirmatively. The man then introduced himself as Jesus. Greene's recollection of this encounter has stayed with him throughout his life, fueling his belief in divine intervention and shaping his spiritual journey. These 2 near-death experiences profoundly impacted Greene, leaving him with an unshakable faith in God's power and purpose for his life. He has said that these events, alongside the tragic loss of his father at a young age, inspired his deep connection to gospel music and ministry. He often refers to these moments as proof that God has a purpose for him and that his survival wasn't a coincidence but part of a larger plan to share his faith and help others find hope. Face to Face Africa. Greene's music, including hits like Intentional and Made a Way, often reflects the themes of faith, survival, and divine intervention that have defined his life. These powerful experiences have not only shaped him as a person but have made him a beacon of hope and faith to millions around the world. The loss of Pastor Travis Greene's father is one of the most pivotal and heartbreaking moments in his life. Greene was just 5 years old when his father, Travis Greene Sr., passed away suddenly from a brain aneurysm at the young age of 28. This tragic event left a lasting impact on young Travis, shaping not only his personal life but also his spiritual journey and musical career. The bond between a father and son is often a significant part of a child's development, and losing such a vital figure at such a tender age brought immense emotional challenges for Greene. His father's death not only left a void in his life but also forced him to face the harsh realities of mortality at an age when most children are still learning about life. The experience of grief and loss at a young age pushed Greene toward finding comfort and healing in music. He often described music as his refuge, a way to express his pain and channel the emotions he struggled to process. In the aftermath of his father's death, Greene turned to his faith as a source of strength. Growing up in a household where his mother was a choir director, he found solace in the church and gospel music. Music became an avenue through which he could not only cope with his father's passing but also begin to heal. He has often shared that this personal tragedy was a driving force behind his desire to enter gospel music and ministry. It taught him the power of resilience and the importance of faith during life's darkest moments. Greene's journey from tragedy to faith is a key theme in his music and ministry today. His hit songs like Made a Way and Intentional speak to the power of divine intervention and finding purpose through pain. The loss of his father became a defining part of his testimony, shaping his passion to inspire others who are going through their own losses and hardships. Travis Greene has said that through music, he found healing for the pain of losing his father, and now, through his platform, he seeks to offer that same healing to others. In many ways, his father's death ignited the spark for Greene's calling, leading him to not only survive but thrive through faith, and helping countless others do the same. His journey from loss to purpose has become an inspirational story of how even the deepest pains can serve as the foundation for an impactful life and ministry. Pastor Travis Greene's struggles with identity and purpose were deeply tied to the extraordinary and traumatic experiences he faced throughout his early life. From surviving near-death events to losing his father at a young age, Greene's journey to understanding his own purpose was a long and challenging one. These life-altering experiences left him questioning the reason behind his survival and seeking meaning in the hardships he endured. As a child, after surviving multiple near-death experiences, Greene began to feel a sense of confusion and inner turmoil. Having been revived after being declared dead twice, first at birth and then at age 4 after falling from a building, Greene struggled to understand why he had been spared. This led to a profound sense of existential questioning. He wrestled with thoughts about what his life was meant to accomplish and why he was saved when so many others were not. The loss of his father further compounded these feelings, adding a layer of emotional pain and uncertainty to his quest for purpose. Growing up without a father and in the shadow of these miraculous survival stories, Greene often felt a unique pressure to live up to some unknown expectation. He has shared in interviews that he grappled with the question of why he was alive and what God had in store for him. His faith played a critical role in guiding him through these struggles, but it wasn't an easy journey. The confusion surrounding his survival initially left him feeling isolated, different from his peers, and searching for a sense of belonging and significance. It was through music and his faith in God that Greene began to find clarity. Music became the outlet through which he could express the emotions and questions he had held inside for so long. His personal experiences of survival and loss heavily influenced his gospel music, which often speaks to themes of divine intervention, purpose, and resilience. Greene has mentioned in interviews that his musical career is deeply connected to his spiritual journey, as he believes that God saved him for a purpose to spread hope and the message of faith through his music and ministry. Travis Greene's hit songs, such as Intentional and Made a Way, reflect his understanding that even in life's darkest moments, there is a greater purpose at work. His struggles with identity and purpose have become a central part of his testimony, inspiring countless others who may feel lost or unsure of their path in life. Through his music and preaching, Greene encourages people to embrace their struggles as part of God's plan, emphasizing that purpose often arises from pain and that their lives, like his, are not accidental but intentional. His journey from confusion to clarity is a testament to the power of faith in discovering one's identity and mission in life. For Pastor Travis Greene, music has always been a source of healing, allowing him to cope with the numerous tragedies he faced from a very young age. His journey with music began as a refuge during times of immense grief and emotional turmoil, and eventually, it became the primary way he expressed his faith, struggles, and triumphs. One of the first major tragedies that shaped Greene's life was the loss of his father when he was just 5 years old. His father, Travis Greene Sr., died suddenly from a brain aneurysm, leaving a massive void in young Travis's life. This event plunged him into feelings of deep sadness and confusion, and at such a young age, he had difficulty understanding how to process the grief. Music quickly became a form of therapy for him. Growing up in a religious household, where his mother was deeply involved in the church, Travis found solace in gospel music. It was through singing and playing music in church that he first began to channel his pain into something positive. Later in life, after surviving 2 near-death experiences himself, one at birth and another at age 4, Greene's connection to music deepened even further. These experiences, combined with the loss of his father, made him realize the fragility of life and the importance of finding a meaningful outlet for his emotions. Music became that outlet. Rather than allowing the weight of these tragedies to crush him, Greene used them as fuel for his creativity and spiritual growth. He began to write and perform gospel songs that reflected not only his personal struggles but also his unwavering faith in God's purpose for him. Greene has often spoken about how tragedy and hardship have shaped his music. His hit songs, such as Intentional and Made a Way, carry messages of hope, faith, and resilience, which resonate deeply with listeners who may be facing their own struggles. In Made a Way, Greene reflects on how God has consistently made a way for him through life's challenges, including moments of despair and uncertainty. This song, like many others in his discography, serves as a testament to his belief that even in the darkest times, faith can bring light and healing. Through his music, Greene has not only found healing for himself but has also become a source of hope and inspiration for millions of people worldwide. His willingness to be vulnerable about his experiences with tragedy and grief has allowed his listeners to connect with his songs on a deeply personal level. Music, for Greene, is not just an artistic expression, it is a tool for spiritual and emotional survival, a way to cope with the pain of loss, and a means to spread a message of faith and resilience. Greene's story of turning tragedy into triumph through music is a powerful reminder of how art can be a transformative force, helping people navigate life's most difficult moments while also inspiring others along the way.